Good morning, Intenders.
Good morning.
Welcome to Morning Intentions. Today is Tuesday, January 27th. Just a few short days left in our month of orientation, but don't fret. We're continuing the fun next month.
There's a little chuckle there. What's
There
that
is
chuckle
a little
about?
chuckle.
It's fun, Ada.
It is fun.
Personal development is fun.
It is fun. I have this experience or relationship with personal development where it doesn't necessarily feel fun in the beginning, but as you use it, as you work on it, and you see results, that's when the fun happens. So we've had some fun with orientation. We've created our words of the year: anchored, wholeness. We've listened, we've noticed, and then after our few short days together to end this month, we're continuing the fun with our next theme in February. So stay tuned for that. The fun doesn't end this week. It continues on. Now, Annette, we've had a lot of chomping at the bit days this month. What are you chomping at the bit about? Do you remember?
I remember, and I'm going to tell a very embarrassing story.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm going
to. The entire internet can hear this.
I'm going to be brave.
Okay.
Okay, so yesterday, remember at the end, I said, we're going to talk about the experience of seeing a pattern, and then we can panic, we can go into fear, we can become discouraged, we can have a lot of experiences. And our affirmation that we've never had an affirmation, which we had one yesterday, our affirmation was, discomfort doesn't mean that I'm doing something wrong. It means I'm listening and noticing. It really fits into what you were saying. Sometimes when we're doing this work, we can feel worse before we feel better simply because we have these realizations. We can be learning communication and we realize, I haven't really known how to communicate my entire life. And that can be challenging then to move forward when we're letting go of our coping strategies, our survival strategies. We say to ourselves, well, I don't want to let go of this coping strategy. This has helped me my whole life, or this has helped me since I was a teenager, or this has helped me my whole professional career. That's what we're talking about today. When we listen and we notice, it's very human to say, well, now I got to just do it. But we're saying, it's okay. Let's just listen and notice, and let's not force ourselves to let go of our coping strategies, because that's really not going to get us anywhere.
No, it's not. And some of us are mentally like elephants. You know how if you teach an elephant, or you chain it up or something, it will only go as far as its chain, because that's what it's learned. And when we have these coping strategies and we've used them forever, it can be really hard to go past that chain. It can be hard to go past that habit if we've never done it before. And going past it then feels extremely uncomfortable.
I wanted to share an experience that I had just last week that involved you. And
so I'm part of this example?
You're part of the example too, but it was really me.
So, okay, I was going to say, am I the embarrassing
No.
example? Okay.
I'm the embarrassing part. Remember when we said way back at the beginning of the month, when we're choosing our word for the year, where do we know there's work to be done? Where do we know that things aren't working quite right? Where do we notice a pattern and we haven't been able to address it? When we're thinking about recognizing the discomfort and wanting things to change right away, last week on Tuesday, I had this experience. Now, I have been noticing that I need much more sleep than I ever thought. Now, I have said on the podcast, I need 9 hours of sleep. I never get 9 hours of sleep. I get between 6 and 7 hours of sleep. It's getting more and more frustrating to me because when I only get my 6 or 7 hours of sleep, I can't function as well. When I get 8 to 9 hours of sleep, there really ain't nothing I can't do. I can think, I can work hard, I can do whatever I need to do. I need 8 or 9 hours of sleep. 6 or 7, feel foggy, don't have a lot of energy, and it's starting to make me frustrated. I told myself part of being anchored is to make sure that I'm getting my sleep so that I can feel anchored in the day. I can feel strong. I have all that I need within me when I have enough sleep. Well, we had a little snafu that you thought we were going to meet at a certain time, and I thought we were going to be able to rest a little longer, and I didn't get even close to 8 hours of sleep. I barely got 6 hours of sleep. And I found myself so freaking frustrated. I can't tell you how frustrated I was. I haven't felt that frustrated in a long time. Adi can tell you how frustrated.
I can tell you.
Okay,
I can't remember you ever acting like that. It's not like she threw a temper tantrum or anyone. She's not a temper tantrum person. But I've never seen that level of frustration.
I felt defeated.
Defeated's a better word than frustration.
Okay, I felt completely defeated. Here we are, start of another week of, we were in the middle of the week, but we worked such long hours and I love it, but I need my sleep in order to do it. This whole frustration and this whole what am I going to do if I can't change this part of my life? That's what we're going to talk about next month, because when we're in this space where we notice a pattern and we see no hope, or we try to implement changes and something punches us in the gut, we can feel so defeated. That's what I felt last week. And I wanted to encourage us all. It's one step and then another step and then another step. If we're trying to make our steps and then we get a punch in the gut, or we fall flat on our face, or we get the times mixed up, that doesn't mean that what we were trying to do isn't what would be the best for us. It doesn't mean also that it's an impossible task or an impossible ask of ourselves. But we do have to give ourselves time so that we kind of go on this noticing awareness phase, and then we start implementing things and changes. And if they don't work out, that doesn't mean stop. That means, okay, maybe I need to build in a few more systems. Maybe I need to ask for help. Maybe I need to get more support than I ever thought I did. That's what I wanted us to think about, especially when we're giving up coping strategies. It can feel panic. Like, I cannot live without this. Or if we're trying to make changes and they don't work out, we can just say, nope, see, this is never going to work. But I want us all to know the methodology that Ada and I ascribe to is very small changes, one after another. If we hit a roadblock, we figure out why, we try again, and we keep moving forward. That's how we do things around here. So it's not 5 easy steps. It's noticing, listening, bringing awareness to, feeling secure with what we're seeing, and then slowly creating systems within our lives. We work with businesses, slowly building business systems so that the company can be productive. Individually, it's no different. We try something. If it doesn't work, or we need to make some adjustments, that's what we do. So that's part of the orientation piece that we can't forget, especially since we're moving forward next month. We want to make sure that when we do step out of our comfort level and we say, oh my gosh, there's a pattern, I'm going to try something little, because we're not going to be able to make this big fix, but we're going to try something little. And if that causes some strain, that doesn't mean it didn't have to be done. What it means is we're going to take it one small step at a time.
So our intention for today is, I'll take it one small step at a time. I will take it one small step at a time. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our day is better because you are part of our day. See you tomorrow.
See you then.